It's time to feel the rage. Welcome to Film Rage, where we talk movies in theater streaming and classic films as well. Directors and actors beware, as you cannot hide from the rage. My name is Bryce, and I'm part of the Film Rage crew, which also includes Jim. Why are you crinkling a bottle in the middle of my intro, you wiener?
Hey, Bryce.
That's Foley work, just so you know.
Yeah.
And also we got the Merman. What's with the Jurassic Park t-shirt? Did you go to Jurassic Park?
And I got this t-shirt.
You went to Jurassic Park and got the t-shirt? I thought it was just a movie. Is there actually a Jurassic
He went
Park?
all the way to Jurassic Park, and
That's
all he
right.
brought was this t-shirt.
Stupid t-shirt.
Huh. I didn't even know Jurassic Park
retro.
existed.
Yeah, it's
That's
real.
cool. How do I get a ticket to Jurassic Park?
Well, it's closed now because the dinosaurs ate everybody.
Oh,
Yes.
crap. That sucks. So
Dummy.
that movie was actually based on real stuff?
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh.
We're going to talk about other
that-
movies today.
Yeah,
that are
Jurassic
based-
Jurassic World.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know any of that. So with the introductions out of the way, let's rage on.
Well, thanks to Open Supporters. If you love our independent podcast or even just like it a bit, why don't you subscribe, share, and give us a 5-star rating on your listening platform, or support us and join the Film Rage community by joining our membership at buymeacoffee.com/Film Rage YYC. If you cannot commit to a membership, you can still buy us a movie rental and dare us to see a terrible, terrible movie. And we'll watch it. If we play it anywhere in a cinema in the world. Now, let's get to raging. What amazing moment?
Predict?
What amazing moment?
Predict.
Will he predict the rage or will he predict the mondo? Will he tell us all where Jim and Bryce are at the movies?
Movies?
Better watch out, kids, cause here he comes. He's coming swimming to you.
And you.
Swimmery, swimmery,
Swimmery swim.
swimmery, swimmery.
Swimmery swim.
Swim all the way to our hearts, our little rage-filled hearts.
This song fills me with rage.
I think we really nailed that song.
That was like up high.
Whatever. My turn to Art the Clown any second now.
Yes!
Yeah, so you guys, again, went to 5 different movies.
Five.
And once again, I saw none of them.
I actually went to 4 of them.
I could, well, because you saw the one.
Oh.
Before, but you saw it at one point.
Oh, maybe
No,
you missed seeing Leaving Mom.
I didn't see Leaving Mom.
Well, that's it. Cancel the podcast.
Sorry.
Wah, wah.
One of these I could have seen, except it's a sequel to a sequel to a sequel to a sequel, and the last one really sucked, so I didn't bother.
The last one really sucked?
I saved my money.
They all really sucked.
We
Except
have
for
The
one wasn't terrible.
Conjuring Last Rites.
Yes, The Conjuring
Oh my
Last
God,
Rites.
why won't this stop?
Maybe
They
it will
just
now?
keep
Probably
making
not.
them. They say this is the last one. Yeah, sure
won't.
it is.
It won't be. They have
That's
kids.
what they said about Halloween like 20 years ago.
They've got kids.
Um,
It'll just become
I don't
fiction
know.
instead of pseudo
If you guys
fact.
like this one even a little bit, I would be very disappointed with you.
Ah.
Double rage.
Double
All right.
rage.
Lurker.
Lurker.
I don't know. Looked very weird, very creepy. I still have no idea what it's about, other than I guess the guy is a stalker. I don't know.
He's a lurker, Murray.
He's a lurker. He lurks.
I think he's a stalker because it gets a little real at one point.
He's one who lurks.
Double man.
All
Double man.
Splitsville.
Splitsville.
2 words.
All right.
Dakota Johnson.
Those are 2 words.
I have 2 more words for you. Rom-com.
Those are 2 more words.
Double rage.
Okay.
Those are probably pretty close, but I don't know what Jim thought.
Leaving Mom, which looks like a Korean / Vietnamese.
It
type
is
movie,
a
and it
Korean
looks like a
Vietnamese.
heartfelt family drama. I think there's dementia or something at some point. with
Nailed
one of the
it.
old people. So yeah, if there's only one of you, let's go Mondo.
All right.
The Shadows.
What did you
Edge.
think I was gonna rate it?
You
I
didn't.
also would have given it a Mondo
Yeah,
as
I
well,
probably
because it's
would've.
Korean.
Yeah, it's Korean.
It's actually technically Vietnamese,
It's half and half. Whatever.
but it's a combo.
The Shadow's
Nice.
Edge, which is just the English title for it. I don't even know what the Chinese version is.
You,
Starring Jackie Chan,
the one
which
and
I was
only.
surprised
Yeah.
because I'd never heard of this thing.
It's Jackie Chan.
Apparently, in his old age, he's just making movies for kicks now, back in his home country.
Oh,
which is fine.
he's making some kicks, all right.
Well,
yes, so much kicking.
He was also in The Last Karate Kid, so,
Unfortunately.
I wish it
Comes
was
he
The
comes
Last
out.
Karate Kid. I don't think that's accurate, though,
looks
Murray.
like it's an action movie.
It is an action movie.
Chinese.
Yeah.
Jackie Chan is in it, but I don't see him cracking any jokes or doing anything remotely funny.
Oh, there's some funny stuff in it.
No, it doesn't seem to be.
All right.
Double Man.
Double
There
Man.
you go.
Oh, righty.
Is that it?
That's it.
That's it, 5.
Well, unless you added some more, I don't know.
5, 5, 5, 5. Let's
was
sing
5
a song
movies?
about
That was so quick.
5.
5 movies.
How many is 5?
Did we see the roses?
No, that was like
last
last
week.
week.
We didn't see Jurassic World either. That was about a month and a half ago.
Yeah.
Jurassic
Casey-
World?
In case you forgot.
Oh, that was the Scarlett Johansson one.
Yeah, it was okay.
Yeah.
It was dinosaurs.
Which you
buddy.
insist we talk about every week.
Yeah.
So now we did.
All right. Well, we're going to talk about The Conjuring's last rites. Okay.
Do we have to?
Yeah. So this is a master class in taking an hour and 15-minute film and making it into a 5-hour adventure in torture.
That's not actually the runtime, though, Jim.
Yeah, sorry. Okay, so it felt like
if you add them all together, it's about 6 hours.
It felt like 5 hours, but in reality, it was 2 hours and I think 21 minutes.
Oh, no, it had to be longer than that.
Well, like I said, it felt like 5 hours.
Okay.
They actually reverse Lord of the Ring us in this one. You know, instead of having 13 endings, it had 13 beginnings, or at least it felt like it had 13 beginnings.
I thought the beginnings were never going to end.
Yeah, did I?
2 hours and 15 minutes.
Okay, so 6 minutes of crying after we watched it. Just so you're knowing,
There were tears, and they weren't of joy, Jim.
Oh yes, you're very right. So yeah, at least this felt like there was 13 beginnings. And then we go on a journey, I want to say akin to a really dark Angel Films film, where it starts trying to convert us. And in the middle, it does it again, tries to convert us. And then at the end, I guess after we are already converted, it gives us real footage of the Warrens to prove, Murray,
But they're real?
that this is all real.
It's so not real.
Bryce, it's all real.
Based on real events.
It's all real.
Based on fabricated real events.
Yes. So, anywho, back to the movie.
Yes.
Here's a quick recap. We get copious amounts of nonsensical jump scares. We get demons and every kind of Warrens that you may ever
There's
want.
so many Warrens.
All of which have force-like powers that come and go for no apparent reason. We get tremendous amounts of plot or backstory that goes nowhere. Or if they do go somewhere, by the time we get there, no one cares.
I didn't
we get
care.
Lorraine Warren eye-rolling she's got eye-rolling channeling sessions that are so dumb. I think just maybe to add a bunch of jump scares we don't need or want as she's doing her eye rolling. We get demons or ghosts, I have no clue, that are no longer just in the demon house. Now they're in a mirror, and they come and go as they please also. We get a movie that seemed to never end and made no sense.
The never-ending movie.
But it also had the never-ending beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, but it made no sense. And when all we really needed was just like the daughter Judy, who dies and comes back to life through the power of prayer, I might add.
Power of prayer.
We just like in The Wizard of Oz, we could have saved watching. Well, although Wizard of Oz is worth watching. This one, we had to go through all that when all she had to do was say the magic words, "There's no place like home." Sorry, that wasn't it. She said, "You're not here." And then everything magically disappeared.
Wow.
But you know what?
That's how it ended. You're not here. Okay. Done.
The movie's over.
Goodbye. But you know what? They also magically conjured a full-on rage of this horrible, and hopefully the last Conjuring movie I will ever have to see. This was so extremely painful to watch. I wanted to punch my face in until it bled through my eyes. This was so painful to watch. I don't know what anything was like. It was just went nowhere. Everything was stupid. The whole force-like powers of Lorraine Warren's got some kind of powers, and then her kids got powers, and then they come and go like the ghosts. It's just like, now there's ghosts here and there ghosts there, and now they're demons, and it was just like, oh my god, this was by far the absolute worst Conjuring ever.
And that's saying something.
Yeah.
Yeah, The Conjuring Last Rites. This was just a total crap fest. My God, the story doesn't even get going, and then once it does, it's like, well, it isn't even a story. It's just an excuse to put in jump scares that aren't jump scares because you're trying to put in all these jump scares. You can see them coming from a mile away. All of a sudden, it gets all quiet and creepy, and then boom, some old lady's face appears on the screen, like filling up the whole screen, and that's supposed to be a jump scare. It relied on it so heavily that it doesn't work at all. It is just one awful movie. It's not well written. I don't understand why we're presenting this as anything but total fiction. I realize these people existed, but I think it's pretty well established that they were full of crap. This was just garbage. This was such garbage. Everything you say I agree with to the nth degree. I hated this movie so much, down to my very core. I'm sitting there and I'm squirming in my seat, and I'm just like, my God. And we watched it with a reasonable crowd, and I didn't hear anybody like gasping or like every time there's a jump scare. If it's legit in a movie, you'll get people like, you'll get that little jerk like. I still remember that one time it got you. That one time where it was like this weird.
How did this guy? I think because I was trying to fall asleep. I was trying to will myself to sleep.
That was a different movie though. I don't remember what movie it was, but I guarantee it was better than this movie.
Yeah,
because this was awful. Like this is one of the all-time. And I'm sorry, I can't stand Patrick Wilson. I don't know. I haven't seen a movie that I've enjoyed him in ever. He's never made anything better. And Vera Farmiga is not too far behind him. She is not that. I'm not going to sit here and pick at the actors, and I could. I'm going to pick at the fact that this is just a very, very boring, horrible, rage-inducing piece of garbage that I cannot believe that this series continues to drone on. And the scary thing is they got kids, and while it wouldn't be able to be based on real or whatever, it never was. So there's no reason why they can't make a movie with these stupid kids just following in the footsteps. Yep. It doesn't matter. This was awful. I hated it. It's a rage.
Oh God, that was painful.
Yeah, it's a bad movie.
And put a pin in this a little bit.
Alrighty.
My rage is related to this movie. Yes, just so y'all know.
That's
all right, Lurker.
Teaser.
Lurker.
Yes, Lurker.
So, if you want something bad enough, Marie, you have to be the best at wanting it.
And be creepy about it.
You have to want it so bad that you are the best at wanting it so bad. That's what this movie is telling us.
Okay.
First, you have to be able to stalk somebody properly. Then
check.
Then lurk.
Check.
Around. And then try and murder / frame someone.
Mm-hmm.
Then blackmail them until they respect you and love you.
That's how it works, baby.
That's kind of Lurker in a nutshell. Our lead, played by Theodore Pellerin, who plays Matt, worshipping rising pop star Oliver, played by Archie Madekwe, who was also in. He's
been in a few things.
We saw recently. he has been stalking him for quite a while, some time, and he sees the opportunity to sneak into his life, or as I like to call it, saltburn himself into his life, which is funny because that's where he was the last time I remember him. Which he seems to do naturally at first. He then he kind of gets busted for being creepy and probably a sociopath. He changes his whole game plan. Both our leads in this do a great job. The film has a lot of good moments that bring comedy and creeptastic vibes, but the film also has a few things that were not as tastic.
Okay.
So the home movies, which he's shooting as part of the documentary, yes, they're intentional, but it's got that shaky camera thing, which annoys me, and it was in there a lot.
I liked it.
And it's kind of draggy at times. Before we come to the very last quarter of this film, it was fun and creepy. I liked it. I liked it better than I thought I was going to like it. It didn't get to a mondo for me. It was a meh.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the shaky camera. I thought that it just sort of made it feel more raw and more like it was documenting something, because he was making a documentary, but this whole movie felt almost like it almost felt like a documentary in a way, and that added to that documenting the whole deal, which I thought added to the movie. I thought that the performances were amazing. Yeah. I thought everybody in this was really, really good. Everything you say, I don't agree with, because I thought that it was so much better than you're giving it credit for. I realize that you liked it, but I kind of think you should have loved it. I thought that I'm very excited to see whatever. I think this is a directorial debut.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah. Who is it? Who is it? They deserve to have their name. Alex Russell. I'm excited to see whatever you make next.
Yeah, I am also,
because this was a tremendous first effort. I'm just, on a side note, I'm actually just baffled at how many tremendous first efforts we've had lately.
Yeah.
Like, we've got directors that we really, really like, but it took them a while to get their craft down.
Yep.
And we're getting some young directors now where it's like just boom, right out of the box, they're making amazing stuff, and that's just not the way it used to be. So it's kind of amazing that happens as often as it does. But this movie is so good. I'm just baffled that you didn't like it more than you did, to be honest. I remember sitting there when it was done, and you're like, well, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I was like, wow, so that means it's not Mondo? Like, that makes no sense to me, because this was Mondo. This was absolutely Mondo. It's just like everything in it is just so spot on, and there's like this creepy cynicism that's just so cool about it. And there's like, and the way that it ends, it totally makes sense. Like, it just, and you could see how this could all just culminate in the way that it ended up. And it's like at the beginning of the movie, you could not call that's going to be the end of the movie.
No,
there's no way that you could. And I just thought it was so well done, and everything made so much sense. And it's just like, wow, the world is broken. And this movie, the fact that I believe that this could happen is just so mind-bending to me. And I just thought that this was just really, really well done. This was Mondo.
I did like it. I found it got draggy in the middle for me, and I know you often enjoy draggy in times. So
there's no question that I do.
That's because why I think you felt it Mondo.
Sometimes draggy is an opportunity to just reflect on what you've seen, and you're still into the movie, but you're letting some stuff catch up. And sometimes I like to catch up. You know, I've seen a lot, and then I just want to stew in it a little bit, and I don't want too much happening while I'm stewing, Jim.
I get it. You're slow sometimes.
No, I'm not slow. I let it wash over me, and that's an important part of cinema, is to really absorb it in. And there's some stuff that absolutely, it's got to be rapid fire. Boom, 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 boom. This movie was not that. The dragginess that you refer to is just an opportunity for you to reflect, an opportunity for you to take in, an opportunity to truly appreciate this very, very impressive debut.
I will agree with you. It was impressive. I'll agree with you that I liked it. In fact, I would say I really liked it. But yeah, it was too draggy in parts. I'm not as big a fan of shaky camera work. I think,
but I thought that it wasn't all shaky camera work. It was just
there was
put
too
in
much shaky
strategically.
camera. I think this director is going to do great things. I really do. Well, you think he's already done.
I think
great
me
things.
and Murray can agree that there's never enough shaky camera, right, Murr?
I don't think so.
I guess we don't always agree, Jim.
Well, a lot of times because
Only
I know
if it's actually on purpose and not due to bad filmmaking.
this was on
purpose. It
This
wasn't
was on
bad.
purpose.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
I am
filmmaking.
very anti found footage though. So like found footage.
I used
stuff,
to enjoy those.
Yeah,
Found footage can still be so good.
Yeah, there's been a few found footage ones,
And it can also be awful.
You and I have very disagreed with in the last year or two. So
Yes,
anyway,
well.
it's a really good movie. I think people should see it. It does have a really raw feel to it. I think it's
so raw.
It's very real and it's very everything kind of does happen naturally.
Yeah, it really does.
Both the actors, the leads are great.
Yeah, and it once again, if you look at the start and you look at the finish, it's like there's no frickin' way that can be the end of this movie.
No.
But throughout the whole movie, like I totally buy it, and
Yeah.
it's an amazing little piece of filmmaking.
You can kind of see that, like when I was watching it, I was feeling the influences from Saltburn a little bit.
There's no question. I'm not gonna deny that.
Yeah.
That's fine. If
Yeah.
you're gonna feel influences, that's a movie to feel influences.
I know,
from.
right? Totes.
Bring on the Saltburn.
All right. So far we haven't agreed on one.
No?
Oh,
we agreed on the first one.
I have a
That's all
feeling
right.
that we're gonna.
We
agree.
agreed on The Conjuring, you wiener.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh, we agreed on one. I thought you said you haven't.
We
haven't.
disagreed on
This
one.
is now the third one, Bryce.
Now we're moving to the third one.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that we
Third,
agree on
fourth.
this one.
Oh, how can we
but-
not?
Okay, well, let's talk
Never
about
know.
it. Splitsville.
Splitsville, baby.
So, you know, Murray, you are in for a dark comedy.
I watched this so long ago.
Yeah. Well, you know you're in for when you get a dark comedy
Yes.
in the first 5 minutes of the film.
Yeah.
A hand job / blowjob on the highway turns a sex scene into a death of another driver on the road.
What?
Yes. So, well, sorry, that's what I thought for the first 5 minutes when I watched it. I mean, there are some comedic bits in this. In fact, the scene of their first fight of the two lead actors made me laugh significantly.
Okay.
I laughed so much through their fight. And you knew there was going to be some weirdness or alternative thought process when the one BFF is having a shower after he and his wife decide to split up. Before, they get split up because she is unfaithful many times in their first year of marriage. And then the other BFF comes in to check on him as he's showering. Now, I consider you two my BFFs.
Sounds like the plot of a porno. Just saying.
Sort of. So I consider you two my BFFs. If you came in and let's just say there was an opportunity for you maybe to have a tick on your body, first off, I wouldn't step into the shower with you and look under your balls and in your ass. So
you're not as good a friend as I thought you were, Jim.
Well, I figured you can do that
I'm
yourself.
very glad about that.
Yeah, so right away when you see
I would
this,
appreciate it.
when you see this movie, you know that this is going to be a little bit of a different mindset for what we're going to see. And this all happens within the first 20 movies.
What you're describing there is one of the problems I had with this movie, but keep on going.
Okay, well, that's why I brought it up.
Okay, yeah.
No, but go ahead. You can throw your 2 cents in.
Well, because this movie takes this turn where this guy cares about this guy so much, and they're so comfortable around each other, although one's not, comfortable getting,
Well, he didn't like it when
his
his wife came in, but he was perfectly fine with the guy looking at his balls.
Yeah, he was. And they're that comfortable with each other that he can, and then, but yet it all goes
shit.
ridiculous. And it's like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry if you're letting this guy do all this, checking out, underneath your balls for ticks and in your bum hole for ticks, there's pretty much no boundaries.
Yes, exactly.
You're setting this up and then you're like just ripping it down, and it makes no sense.
Exactly, because they've high-fived each other in a three-way at some point if they're gonna do shit like that. So anyway,
I don't know that I buy that, but okay, go ahead. I see your point, though. I do see your
trailer,
point.
I assume that there is some of that going on.
Don't believe everything you see in the trailer.
So the film is basically about two couples that are all BFFs, and then cheating and wife swapping, sort of, and other people falling in love with other people's spouses. Ultimately, it's kind of an experiment in relationship, coming to grips with the feelings about open relationships, who and how they love, through a bunch of scenes that mostly focus around these four people. Dakota Johnson, who plays Julie, who is married to Paul, played by Michael Angelo Cavino, who also wrote and directed it, plus Adria Arjona, who plays Ashley, who is married to Carrie, played by Kyle. Thank you. Played by Kyle Marvin. I'm not going to lie, I did laugh a few times in this film. There are some truly funny parts in it. But between the funny parts, there is a story that, okay, I can probably buy based on the situations they're portraying. But as the film advances, somewhat to your point, as much as I was really interested in seeing how this all was going to turn out, the story started becoming less believable and actually more drawn out.
That's the thing. This is so unbelievable.
Yes.
And it's not supposed to be that type of movie. Like, we're supposed to believe that this could happen.
Maybe because, the subtext of this is it's the funniest movie, I think. Wasn't that in the trailer? This is the funniest movie of this year.
Yeah, I believe it's plastered all over top of the trailer.
Yeah, it's like the funniest movie. So maybe it's not. So, plus, by the time we get to the climax of this movie, we get to, and I'm putting this in heavy quotes, birthday party. I was completely not buying it based on how they got to this place in the film. Then they ended in a way that is a nice, tidy bow that could have been maybe more powerful or interesting. But instead, we got a finale that seemed to be reaching for that, and I'm putting this whole open relationship in quotes, acceptance, that earlier in the film they tried to sell us, and no one really wanted it. So they're at the begin through the movie, they're this whole thing about open relationship. They're trying to sell each other on the idea, but nobody bought it. But by the time we get to the end, they're now buying it again or something. It's like,
I don't know,
anyway,
man.
I didn't buy it. I got tired of the story. It's another comedy romance film that could not finish the back end of the story, or in this case, the middle of the story. I could have probably overlooked some of this and might have saved it from being a total rage. But we get Dakota Johnson in the midst of a bunch of talented actors where she stood out like a sore thumb. By, I want to say, halfway in, even the sound of her annoying whispers voice, and every time she opened her mouth, I felt the veins in my head, and not my lower head, my upper head, from the amount of repulsion and rage that I felt. Apparently, Celine Song is, in fact, the only person capable of getting a performance from her.
Celine Song, and that's it.
That's it.
That's the only time I've ever watched Dakota Johnson and not been repulsed.
Yeah, her performance and this film, by the time it got to the end, made me rage. I've got a few things to unpack, but yeah, I did not. She is just so horrible in this, Marie. Like, so horrible, and so blatantly. Like, the rest of these are actually good actors. There's a lot of up close, face to face shots that these actors are really pulling their weight, and it's like they pan over to her and it's just like, oh my god,
blank stare.
And she likes to whisper,
and she likes to it's like, I don't know what the hell she's doing. She's just got one note. Yeah, this movie's just awful. It's just From the get-go, it's not believable at all. The character, like, it's badly written. To your point, I guess the performances aren't awful except for one, but there's just nothing to work with here. I'm sorry, Michael, whatever your name is. You wrote a bad movie. You just wrote a bad movie. And
then he cast himself in it.
And then he's fine in it.
Yeah, he's a good actor.
Yeah, he's not a bad actor. Michelangelo Covino, he was actually good in it. But we just talked about, directorial debuts, and I'm guessing this is his because I'm not sure of that. But if it isn't, it seems like it because it's just disjointed. And I had, it got to the point where, okay, the acting's bad. You laughed a few times. I didn't laugh at all. I didn't find any of the situations funny. It just got more and more cringe-inducing. And not in a good way. I'm fine with cringe-inducing if it's done well. This was just, it's just nothing to this. And it got to the point where I started picking at things like, okay, he sat there and told us how wonderful or how expensive the furniture that he bought is, and then, they start wrestling around and the whole table collapses like it's made of like straw.
Paper.
And it's like, what is going on? Like, those little things started bugging me because
if something is worth that much money, it
shouldn't just break like that. Yeah. And it's like, if I was having fun, I wouldn't have cared, but I wasn't having fun. So I'm sitting there picking at these little things because it's like, okay, there's another thing that's annoying, and there's another thing that's annoying. And by the time I got to this, I was just like, this is just awful. I hated this movie. This is, and Dakota Johnson, oh my God. This was, how the hell did Celine Song get a performance out of you? I do not get it, because nobody else can. Nobody else can. I hated this movie. It's a rage.
No kidding.
We're back on the same page.
A lot of rage.
And a lot of people like this movie. I just don't get it.
Many critics do.
Yeah, well, and
or the critics they paid to like it.
Maybe, who knows? Well, there's a lot of people that like that last Nicole Kidman movie too.
Oh, which was Mama Baby, whatever it's
Mama
called.
Baby,
whatever it's called.
Sorry, it's Monkey. What is it? Monkey Baby, puppy,
no,
puppy baby monkey.
No, she's like a cougar.
Baby girl.
Yeah, baby girl. Yeah. Remember how horrible that one was?
Yeah, it was
this
terrible.
Is like this.
Yeah.
So I'm sure people like this. I also hated it. It was bad. Okay, so here's a question though: which one did you hate more, this one or The Conjuring?
They're two completely different movies.
But if you had to rate one over the other.
Okay, I have to.
Yeah.
One's worse than the other.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go, well, I'm sorry, but
you got to make a decision.
The Conjuring was worse, and it's only because it was 2 hours and 15 minutes, and this was an hour and 40 minutes. So I felt equal hell through both of them. But one I had to feel hell for 2 hours and 15 minutes, and one I only had to feel hell for an hour and 40.
All right.
So when we got to the end of it, I guess I didn't feel quite as much hell in Splitsville.
Nice.
They were both awful.
All right. Okay.
What about you, Jim? You're going to say The Conjuring.
Yes, it's absolutely The Conjuring.
Yeah, I think The Conjuring might end up on your
it's
worst
definitely
movies
making
of the year.
the worst. It's definitely in the top 5.
Rage 5.
All right.
I think we need a Rage 20 for some of the stuff we've seen
this year we're gonna.
Yes. We have on a 3-hour episode, sure.
Yeah.
Exactly. Whatever. We've done that before, haven't we? I think it only seems like 3 hours. At least that's what I hear from our listeners.
Just like the rage we induce on our listeners.
Yes.
All right. So leaving.
Why won't they just get to the point?
Leaving Mom. All right. So
I didn't see this.
I know. So
I can't wait to find out if I should have.
This may be the saddest, happiest film that's ever been made.
Oh man, I should have seen this.
Yes, you would have probably loved this. The story of a young mom who kills her husband by accident with a boiling pot of potatoes.
That can happen.
Then, not as often as you'd think, but apparently it does.
No, I'm saying that could totally happen.
It totally did happen.
Yeah.
Because it happened in this movie.
There you go.
Then has to go back to her birth country, which is Vietnam, from the country of her dead husband, which was Korea, because she's now a single mom and is forced to leave her son behind with her dead husband's family. Then has another child who grows up and has epilepsy. At the same time, she is battling severe Alzheimer's. Alzheimer's so bad that she has to either be chained up in a room in their home or be tied up to a cart while her son cuts hair on the street for $1 a cut. $1 US a cut. And watch him have seizures occasionally throughout the day. So she's tripping out from Alzheimer's, and then he's having a seizure as he's about to cut somebody's hair. It's, yeah.
That's a lot going on.
Yes. All the while, we get to see the burden she has on her son. And in one moment of her memory recall, she at one point tries to kill herself to unburden him from caring for her.
Oh, no.
All through this, we get a group of friends that support the mom and the son who give him some escape every now and then from the life that he has built for himself and his mom. They convince him through a few different unfortunate situations that happen to take his mom back to Korea where she has citizenship. So she would be cared for by either the son she left behind or the state, because I guess in Korea, if you're a citizen, you get access to their health care, similar to if you were a Canadian.
Yeah.
Right? So, whereas Vietnam doesn't have that, which doesn't make too much sense because I think Vietnam is still a communist country, but apparently they don't support people as much. I don't know. So, that's a big part of the movie is that he's wrestling with that.
Yeah.
The mom has very few moments, as happens with people with Alzheimer's, that they do have lucidity at times. This movie was sad, but at the same time, the family bond for the two of them was beautiful. And the ending is, again, another Korean/Vietnamese film that's family focused and shows that you can be happy in any situation if you have family. Some of the acting was a little corny and a little bit overdone, but in a playful way. And the music was very annoying and very canned, which did kind of take me out of the film at times. This film, though, should have had me bawling my eyes out, but instead I found myself I was still connected to the characters, but I was wishing the best for them. It captures what this family had to deal with all these situations, but some of the film style, I want to say, was a bit uneven in its style, and at times as you're watching it, it almost felt like it was piling on almost too much dread onto one family. And I'm not usually one that shies away from dread. It just by the time you get to the end of the movie, you are connected to these characters, and the ending is perfect. So after seeing it, when I came out of the theater, it was a very high meh because of a few things. But because I sat with it for 4 or 5 days, and I can't stop thinking about this movie, even though I probably should have been bawling my eyes out, which would normally make a Mondo into a meh. At the time it did. But because I can't stop thinking about everything that was going on in this film, it's a Mondo for me. Yeah.
All right.
It took me a while to fully absorb everything that was happening. Yeah.
Mondo.
Yeah, there's just things in this that you don't get this kind of family dynamics in American cinema.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, we've said it a million times.
I know what you mean. I've watched many Korean and
Nobody
Vietnamese
makes
films.
family-based films like the Koreans or the Japanese, actually.
Yeah.
And apparently now, if it's a Vietnamese Korean hybrid.
We've seen a lot of good Vietnamese movies lately, too.
Yeah, but how many, okay, so of all the pair-ups, like we take the detail to look, okay, well, look, this is a German, Norwegian, whatever film, right? This is the first one I've seen that's a Vietnamese Korean partnership.
Yeah, I can't think of
I saw
one.
one earlier that was.
Oh, really? Interesting. Yeah, it was kind of.
I couldn't tell you what it was or what it was about, but I'm pretty sure it was a Korean/Vietnamese.
It was probably about family.
It's probably.
It was all about the family.
Probably
yes,
about family. Yep. Well, we're seeing in cinema, so if it's still around, see it in cinema.
Alrighty.
My wife didn't like it as much as I did, by the way.
Well, that happens.
Yeah.
Sounds like a sad movie.
It has a very
Sad happy.
sad happy. It's the saddest, happiest film. It's kind of like my favorite
sappy.
cake. It's sappy. It's a sappy movie. Okay. The Shadow's Edge, Murray.
The Shadow's Edge.
Yes.
Nice.
So, the first 10 minutes of this,
Yes.
I felt like this whole movie was in fast forward.
It's like, what is going on?
So many things
There's
were
a
going
lot.
on.
There's a lot.
As we are introduced to a criminal mastermind,
Yes.
execute a heist,
Yes.
so detailed, with so many costume changes,
Oh my God.
misdirections, technical confusion. This goes on right up until the very end credits of this film, as we get more story right till the very bitter end of the credits.
Oh, man.
All of this is being assisted, so the heist part of it, by a tech genius who has hacked into the police's system and is seeing everything they are doing one step ahead of them. This is on top of a heartwarming forgiveness story of an old cop played by the master himself, Jackie Chan, and his rival, who is none other than Tony Ka. I guess his full name is Tony Ka Fei Lung. These two seasoned actors are brilliant, and I mean brilliant, in this completely bonkers film where there is so much going on at every single minute of this film, from fight scenes where multiple fights are happening, and every single time Jackie and Tony are in a fight with anyone, every single thing in that location is either blown up or torn apart or completely destroyed. There is not one piece of furniture, not one window, not one
Everything
piece
gets
of building.
smashed.
Every building collapses because they fight
Stuff gets blowed up.
it's destroyed. We have ultra-violent fight scenes with lots of blood
So much blood.
and lots of stabby.
So much stabby.
And a story that even if I watched this movie 100 times, I would still not completely catch
No,
everything that is happening. It did take
I've got
me
a
while.
vague idea.
You know what? It doesn't matter.
Doesn't.
Because, it took me a while to get completely into this, what was happening. But once I was immersed in this, I was hooked. In the wrong Hollywood hands, this probably would have been a huge rage. But this could be another Chinese film that becomes one of my favorite action films for the ages. Like for me, one of my favorite. There's Old Boy, but that's not.
No, Old
but it's
Old Boy's
for
on
action
another
films,
level.
It's on a different level than this. Like The Killer. So The Killer, the original uncut The Killer.
Yeah.
It had a similar John Woo feel. This movie was crazy. And when I say crazy, I was on the edge of my seat this whole movie. I didn't know half of what was happening, but it was so Mondo. Anybody that says this was anything but Mondo is completely lying. This is
Liar!
fucking crazy.
Yeah, this movie started, it's just going bam, 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 bam. I'm like, what in the hell is going on? And then I got to a point where it's like, it doesn't matter. Just go along for the ride. And, it's not like I didn't know what was going on. Like, I got a vague idea of what's going on because, it's sitting there playing out in front of me. But there are so many moving parts and there's so much, and it's jumping all over the city. And there'll be a scene where we're in like 3 different locations and I keep on just going from the action in this location to the crazy action in this location to some building blowing up in this other location. And they're all tied together somehow. And I'm like, I think I can tie those 2 scenes together, but I don't know about that other one. But they're all taking place at the same time. But it doesn't matter because just boom, boom, boom. It's just coming at you, coming at you, coming at you. And then there'll be these nice little scenes where we've got this scene in the elevator with Tony Ka and Jackie Chan, and they're doing their thing.
They're doing their awesomeness.
And it's so good. And when he takes that bite of the apple and he like spits it on the ground, it's like, and it lands perfect. So he gets that perfect camera angle.
There's a camera in the apple. Murray.
It's like, who comes up with this? This is genius. It's like, no, it's not genius. No, it is genius. And I'm having this battle in my head. It's like, why are you thinking? Stop thinking and enjoy the action. And then I got to the point, Murray, I finally got to the point where I stopped thinking and I just let it go. And I'm like, this is so much fun. I'm having so much fun. I 50% know what's going on, and that's good enough. And oh my God, was this so much fun. And every time, to your point, every time Jackie and Tony were on the screen together, my God, it was gold. It was absolute gold. And how brutal he was gold. It's like
he's so evil.
He must have had so much fun playing this role, and it shows. It's just everything shows. And this should have not have been a Mondo. It really shouldn't have, because it's so bonkers and just there's so much going on. It's like it's almost too much. And in a way, I want more. And then it gives you more. And it gives you so much more.
You're right though, Murray. This is not like this is a movie in the wrong hands. Bryce would have hated.
I would have hated it,
Yeah,
but for some reason. It's just something about this film.
You know why?
It was Mondo.
You know
it was
why?
absolutely Mondo.
Do you know why I think it was? Like, it's relentless.
It is.
It's relentless.
It doesn't stop.
If you take a minute to actually sit and think about what is all the moving pieces in this, that's where you start to question
the
things.
scene where they're like pulling off their clothes in like one swoop and have a whole other wardrobe underneath.
Yes.
It's like, this is so dumb, but it doesn't matter because it comes at you so fast. You don't have time to sit there and analyze every little thing because we're on to the next thing. Bang, bang,
and
bang,
it's
bang.
a lot of it's practical
and
effects.
It's so fun. It's
a lot
just
of it's
so
practical.
much fun.
Like, you know, the Jackie Chan, like when Murray's thinking about Jackie Chan, he does his own stunts. They showed a lot of stuff at the end of the credits.
Yeah, and he's Jackie Chan's not going to go down to doing stuff that's not like genuine. He's not. It's just I don't think he'll have any part of that. Don't get me wrong. I'm sure there was some CGI in this.
Yeah, there had to have been for some of the stuff.
It was just so much fun, man. Just so much fun.
Press some buttons.
Mondo!
Somewhat to Murray's point, though, like a lot of people in North America think of Jackie Chan as a comedian, which he is.
He absolutely is.
But when you see a movie like
even
this,
before he did American films, even his original Chinese ones, like was a drunken master.
Yeah.
Freaking hilarious.
There was a lot of and he brings comedy to every role too.
Yeah.
Like he does, even when it's a serious role, he brings it in a natural way. That like he's Jackie Chan, and it's just I don't think I've ever given him enough credit as an actor.
Yeah, I don't think,
because he really is really good at what he does.
He's really well. The two of them together, like now, all I want to do is see this movie with those two in it. Like when they put the sequel out.
Sure, there'll be a sequel.
I think there will be.
I sure hope there's a sequel.
Yeah. Well, normally we don't say that.
They didn't die if you're going to one.
Yeah, if you're going to bring these two back together, oh baby, we're in.
I have a feeling that they're like best friends back in China, so I'm sure they'll do a little more stuff together.
I hope so. Bring it on.
All right.
Took a lot out of us this week.
Time for you guys to chill out for a while.
Yes.
Oh, the myrrh. You got some stuff about Sif?
Sort of.
Ah, nice.
Here's a warning for Bryce. I'm going to be talking about TV for a while.
Uh-oh.
No, that's not your thing, but this is my time. It's no secret that the film I'm most looking forward to at this year's Calgary International Film Festival is the documentary John Candy, I Like Me. Not because I'm one of his biggest fans, not because it's produced by Ryan Reynolds and directed by Colin Hanks, but because I truly miss the man and I'm eager to learn more about his brief but impactful life. This actually was the opening night film at TIFF in Toronto, and Reynolds and Hanks showed up in a replica of the Town and Country car from Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Oh, neat.
It was even smoking. And yeah, Candy's children were at the premiere. They gave speeches, and all of Candy's, famous actor buddies were there for it. So yeah, it was a huge success in Toronto. This got me thinking about Candy's early days on the set of the Canadian sketch comedy show SCTV.
Second City Television.
Also known as Second City Television. There was also a second city in Chicago where
Yeah.
many American comics got their start.
Yeah.
This is not that. SCTV ran from 1976 to 1983. Shot both in Toronto and later in Edmonton,
In the
Alberta.
chalk.
This comedy troupe featured many talented Canadian actors who would go on to bigger things. For those who haven't seen it, here's a rundown of the cast. Dave Thomas,
I know him.
probably the least famous of the cast. He was
What?
primarily known as half of the legendary
Doug
Dude
McKenzie.
Bob and Doug McKenzie.
Yes.
He was Doug.
He was in a bunch of
Rick
sitcoms
Moranis
in
was
Yankee
the
Land.
other half. He was also on the show briefly. Dave is also the brother of Canadian musician Ian Thomas.
I didn't know that.
Joe Flaherty.
I love
Again,
Joe.
not exactly a prolific career.
What
but
do
a
you mean? He was in
steady one.
Happy Gilmore. He was the best part of it.
Get into that. You're interrupting me. This is why it takes 20 minutes. He had
He's
a lot of
right.
smaller roles in films like Stripes, Inner Space, Back to the Future 2, Who's Harry
Blockbusters.
Crumb, Happy Gilmore, Anchorman Ron Burgundy,
Yes.
and Summerhood, which was the recent one, I guess.
Summerhood? I don't know what that is.
I don't know. One of those artsy ones I think that you guys would have seen.
Probably have.
Andrea Martin, a really funny lady.
She's probably the most
One
famous.
of her first roles was in the original Black Christmas, but most of her later roles were all about the comedy. Wag the Dog, Loser, My Big Fat Greek Wedding, 1, 2, and was it
6
3 of
and
them?
10 and 12. Yeah.
Hedwig and the Angry Inch, and The Producers, just to name a few. Catherine O'Hara. Everybody knows her as Kevin's mom in the Home Alone films, but she's been funny her whole life. I just remember skits of her playing Brooke Shields. Then she blows up. That's one of the best skits ever.
Blowed up real good.
So many good roles. Beetlejuice, Home Alone, The Paper, Waiting for Guffman, Best in Show, and recently one of the boys' favorites, The Wild Robot. I even liked her in Argyle, though these guys did not.
Ugh, Argyle.
Eugene Levy, one of my favorite Canadians. Americans know him as Jim's dad in the American Pie films. Canadians
your
know
dad?
him and his son Dan from Schitt's Creek, which apparently is also famous down there.
I don't know what that is.
But his career features so many funny films. My favorite was with John Candy, of course, in Armed and Dangerous.
Oh, come on.
Loved it. Loved it.
All
Two
right, it's
security
your
guards
minute.
taking down a crime syndicate with their own union. Funny stuff. National Lampoon's Vacation, Splash, Father of the Bride, Waiting for Guffman, The American Pies, A Mighty Wind, Serendipity,
Mighty
Best
Wind.
in Show, even Josie and the Pussycats. He was in that.
Yes.
I love
Currently,
it. I gotta watch that
he's
movie again.
he's the Reluctant Traveler currently on Apple TV,
Yeah.
Alrighty.
which is now in its 3rd season.
It's
Yeah,
not very good.
I don't know what that means.
Never seen it, but looks funny. Much like
not.
the man himself.
All right.
Martin Short. Though he
Martin
wasn't on the show for very long, he left a lasting legacy of characters, the biggest one being Ed Grimley.
Yes.
I
Of
must
course,
say.
people now know him from the highly successful TV show Only Murders in the Building. And he's hosting
Do
the
they?
Match Game. They
I don't
do.
know. I don't even know
He's
what that
famous.
show is,
He's
though.
famous now.
Never heard of that show.
On
He's
Disney
all.
Plus.
By the way, he's also up for an Emmy this year.
For what?
Only Murders in the Building. Emmy is TV.
All right. I don't even believe that doesn't even sound like the name of a show. So now you're just making stuff up.
Whatever. I know you mentioned Selena Gomez earlier, so I'm pretty sure you know who she is.
Yeah.
Did I mention Selena Gomez?
Yeah, not on this
In your
podcast, but
dreams.
I heard her name.
Did I? Maybe.
Okay,
I know who she is.
He's
She
had a
was in that
long
movie.
career of acting alongside the other Martin, Steve, that is.
Steve Martin.
Starting with Three Amigos,
jerk.
then Father of the Bride, and selling out venues with their comedy act for decades. He
Uh
was also in Mars Attacks, Inner Space,
So
Santa
good
Claus
this time.
3,
huh.
Inherent Vice,
Oh yeah, he was like the evil.
and recently
thing.
he was in Aquaman
Santa Claus
2.
3.
Yes.
Was he?
He played a fish.
He did.
Yeah.
His best character is probably still Jiminy Click, though. Finally, you have John Candy. I'm not going to list all his movies. You know what they are. The man simply brought joy and laughter to everyone around him. The cast and the crew loved
Like
him.
me.
The co-stars, the people who watched his movies. I, for one, can't wait to see a movie about his life. Get your tickets now.
Yeah.
I'm
Cool.
looking forward to this so much.
He's
Very
awesome.
goodly.
All right, time for some
Temperature rising. Vision blurring.
So much to choose from.
Rage taking over.
So much rage to choose from. I'm interested to see what you come up with, Jim, because there is a lot to rage at this week.
All right. So I could rage about Dakota Johnson. I mean, that's a given.
Low-hanging fruit.
Low-hanging fruit. Yeah. We could rage about the fact that The Conjuring and their entire series, Annabelle,
yeah, they're all,
the Nun,
all garbage.
The Nun 2,
I don't understand.
all of the garbage that comes out of... is that a Blumhouse as well? I'm not sure. Is it? It's just all garbage. But that's not what I'm going to rage about. What I'm going to rage about this week, Murray, is that I always say to Bryce, because he decides our schedule like Sunday night after
or Monday. Yeah.
I don't even fucking know, because that gives me no chance to figure anything out.
Plan your life.
But so I can plan my life around things. In fact, this last week, it was like, oh yeah, by the way, we're seeing 3 movies. And I said, I don't want 3 movies because we got shit to do. But he's like, nope, we're going to see 3 movies. So we did. And he did.
So your rage is Bryce.
No, I could rage about Bryce, but I'm not, because
I don't know what,
because the movie he got me to watch
was awesome.
Because the movie he got me to watch was the best movie we watched.
The Shadow's Edge, absolutely.
Shadow's Edge. So I'm glad he made me watch it. And the other thing that he did, which also made me very happy, was that he booked a film in IMAX.
Wow.
Unfortunately.
But
was it The Conjuring?
It was The Conjuring.
Oh my God! You wasted money on that crap.
Well, because we thought it even says in the commercials or the posters or whatever, see it in the IMAX experience, which we assumed was going to be like Sinners, where the screen would open up and you'd get. It was just a fucking AVX screen on an IMAX screen, so it didn't even fill the entire screen, so it wasn't formatted for IMAX. It didn't have IMAX experience that opened up at certain parts of the movie. It was just taking our money because they didn't have another fucking screen to put it in. So I haven't raged about this one yet. That's normally your complaint. But I'm pissed. Like, why could they have not put Jackie Chan in fucking IMAX?
And it actually was filmed for IMAX. At the end of it, it said...
Jackie Chan's movie was...
Yes.
And instead we got that piece of garbage?
Yes.
How many people
Okay, so that's my rage.
I'm pretty sure I saw it at the... I could be wrong, but I'm almost positive.
Even if they didn't, I would not complain 1 second to see the Shadow's Edge
on a
bigger screen.
Yes.
Than seeing The Conjuring and then them stealing my money. Like, fuck the fuck off. If you're not going to give me an IMAX movie in IMAX, I shouldn't pay more money. That's my rage.
My opinion too.
Good range. There's just, you know what, I don't even know what my rage is this week because there's just so much stuff that I raged about. I'm taking a cop out this week because I'm so full of rage from Dakota Johnson and The Conjuring, and that it seems unfair to just pick out one of them. So my rage is that there was just too much rage this week.
We only got 2 movies that were rage. It was only half of our content.
Yeah, but they were so awful. Like, they were painful. Like, I don't know that I've had a week where I've had 2 movies that were that bad. Like, really. They were that bad.
Yeah, I don't think I agree. We've had ones that have been rages.
I'm just glad that we didn't see them in the same night, or I might have lost my mind.
Yeah, it's true. It was...
Because they were just, oh my God. Like, imagine watching, if we had to watch those back to back, like that would have...
We've had weeks like that, though.
Oh, we've had weeks, but I don't know that they were this bad, Jim.
Yeah, true. You know, when you're right, you're right.
Anyways, so I don't know.
That's all you got?
I got nothing.
That's all we got.
Rage subsiding. Pulse slowing. Anger fading.
All right, well, we have a ton of stuff coming up in the next couple weeks. Calgary International Film Festival is going on If you live in Calgary or anywhere in North America, fly your asses here. There's going to be some great films. Check out CIFFcalgary.ca for all of what's happening. We're going to have, I think, 5 directors. We've got 5 directors lined up. We're probably going to be interviewing, so we're going to get those out. We're going to hold off on the lists and Rage or Dare until we get back, so we won't get to hear the sweet, sweet Casey's sultry voices. But you're going to see a lot of us. We're going to see a lot of films, and we're going to get ready for not doing any sleep.
Yeah, keep your eye out. There's going to be a lot of episodes
Lots
coming
of stuff.
out.
Exactly.
So much content in the
That's
next
right.
10 days. Well, 2 weeks.
Yep. So thanks, Ragers, for listening. Thanks, Extended Film Rage family. You can find it in our show notes. Thanks to Casey from The Nerdy Photographer for the voice of Rage or Dare and our God of Rage. Find us on social media everywhere at Film Rage YYC. Check out everything Film Rage at filmrageyyc.com, including our merch site for Redbubble and TeePublic. We're always wanting to make this a raging blast for all listeners, so please comment, like, and subscribe, and send us emails to filmragecalgary@gmail.com. Dare us to see terrible movies to fuel our rage, but no matter what you do, please, 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 pretty please, 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 don't make us our rage. That's it for this week so far. Rage on.
Rage on.